All right, we need to check in now with Adam Claiborne, and as you're saying, another hot one today.
It is. So we started off very warm. Now, the clouds that came in throughout the night, Natalie, helped to insulate us and to keep some of the warmth that we had in place yesterday around for those overnight temperatures. So our actual temperature, our actual low for this morning was only down to 68 degrees, and 61 was the record low high, or the record high low for this date. So we already broke that record by quite a bit, actually shattered it. And today's high, we're forecasting for 90 degrees. And again, what we're really keeping an eye on to see if we get to 90 again is the cloud coverage. How quickly does it thin out? We expect to see more sunshine. The record for today is down to 88, so it's not too much of a record high, or not too high of a number to climb, but the clouds definitely will play a role in that, and then also play a role if we get to 90 degrees again in knocking us up to a tie for #1 for the most 90 days that we have had in a single year. So we sit right now at 11. We could get up to 12 if that happens, and that'll tie the mark back in 2015. So yeah, still going to be hot. Nevertheless, we'll keep highs in those mid to upper 80s, mid 90s possibly in a few spots. Heat advisories remain in effect until midnight heading into the night. And yeah, it's going to be pretty warm if you're heading out to the Bears and Seahawks matchup later on here this evening. We expect to see temperatures around the upper 80s if you're heading to the game. Around halftime, starting to fall back down into the low 80s, and then post-game only back down into the upper 70s. Not much of a cool down tonight, but we should stay dry. Right now, looking live in Bellingham, skies are for the most part clear. You can see some of those clouds off into the distance, but a pretty decent day if you're heading out right now. And Westport, out closer to the coast, we're going to see some clouds here and there, but I think for the most part going to be much more comfortable there too, and temperatures will start to fall a lot more tonight out that way as more of that onshore flow starts to return. Currently sitting at 82 in Seattle, northwest winds coming in at 6 miles per hour. Yesterday we were showing you this shot and the sun was just glistening off of Elliott Bay. Not the same case today with the clouds that are around. 87 in Shelton, so already heating up there, and in Olympia. 80 in Tacoma, we're sitting at 84 in Puyallup. 70s around Mount Vernon, just barely sitting there though, and then 80s. Forks right now sitting at 86 degrees. Quick warm up, but we do expect that to start to shift quickly once the wind starts to come back more out of the west. So here's a look at the satellite and radar picture. We do have some light shower activity up across the Cascades. I think down this way though for the lowlands, we're just keeping an eye out for some of those clouds to kind of move on by. Most of the action will happen down into Northern California and down into parts of Oregon, and even it looks like northern Nevada. So high pressure is still the dominant feature for today. That will give way to more of low pressure though as we go on here over the next couple of days. But here tonight and heading into tomorrow, you can see temperatures 60s. Tomorrow, we start to finally cool back down into more of the 70s and the lower 80s for afternoon highs. And then we get on into the day Saturday. We start off in the 60s and the 50s, and then we start to climb back into more the upper 70s and lower 80s as we head into the afternoon there. Highs today, just barely getting into the 90s, and some spots staying just shy in Everett. That number right there in Forks, we've already beat that. That's 82. We're already up to 86, 84 in Port Angeles, 78 in Hoquiam, and then more of those mid-90s around Shelton and in Olympia. 94 in Puyallup. And for tonight's lows, some relief on the way. At least a few more of us get back into the 50s, but still some lower 60s ahead. And then we see much more of a change coming as we head on into tomorrow, Saturday, and through the weekend, with highs remaining in the low 80s, upper 70s by Monday, and then warming back up again next Tuesday and Wednesday.